everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Dawn of the Zeds, 3rd edition and the basic game, where we're now on turn 9. So we're over halfway there in this short solo variant. Righto, so last turn, I don't think there was anything major last turn. Oh yes, there was one thing, I didn't have my bifocals on. I had the ammunition token on the supplies track. Obviously it should have been down here on the ammo track, so thanks to Dave for that one, pointing that one out. And we've got it on the right track now. Righto, so let's get straight on with the Zeds phase. And here we are at the Zeds phase, so let's flip this baby over. Should be, I think we're on the 3rd stage. We are on the 3rd stage and we get an absolutely horrible brains card. I think this means everything moves. And in fact, I think we've got, that means we, yeah we do. Ugh, right, brains. So, conduct this special turn only. So that's a co-op movement, that's infection, we ignore those. All tracks activate with each Zeds unit advancing 1 space only. However, if a Zed's activation results in a combat that it wins, it immediately advances again. Repeat as necessary. Oh, gold. Well, at least we can still use terrain, so that's okay. And then after that, after activating all Zed units, this special turn is over. Draw the next event card. So essentially we're drawing 2 event cards this turn. Cobblers. Alright. Well, we'll start up here. And obviously everything's got to move 1. So, which means Angelina and her Furies are going to get attacked. So this unit, they're the nearest to the town centre. They've moved in. And we've now got hand-to-hand combat, but at least we've got a terrain shift. So they're 5 strength, we're 3 strength, so that's Zed's advantage, but it's going to go to equal to. So we're on here, we need a good roll. We need a good roll. The girls are in trouble. Right, 2 dice, come on. Come on, ladies. Oh, 5. No good. Can't see that being any good on equal to. It is not. So that is a 6. We get 2 hits and we're going to have to roll good. Because otherwise they're in the cemetery. Well, we've got 3 chances. We get a roll for each of those hits and then we get a saving roll to stop going in the cemetery. But we do get 1 hit on these guys. So that's good. And we've got a bit of a problem because they're going to keep going forward. Now, we've got a roll for those 2 hits. So, come on. Let's save a couple of these hits, girls. A 3, that's not good enough. 1 rolled out. And a 6. So they did save 1 hit. But they are in big trouble. So they're moving here. And because they retreated, it means these are moving on. And that is big trouble. The reason for that is we get no terrain shift now. So that is Zed's advantage. They're going to attack these guys. They're not going to attack Piazza because she immediately flips over if she gets injured. So she's a sniper. So they're going to attack the Furies again. Oh, and this time it is Zed's advantage. We need a really good roll now. A 7. I don't think that's good enough either. A 7 on Zed's advantage is no. So exactly the same again. 2 hits and 1 for them. One hit for them does flip them over. So they are now a 3 strength unit. We have got 2 hits that we need to try and save. We need to save both of these. We only saved 1. So that is bad news because they're essentially dead. They've got to do a saving throw. Oh. Come on. A 1. No, it's the end of the Furies. They just couldn't hold out. So they are in the cemetery. Never mind. Unlucky ladies. But it does mean because we got defeated, we go back. So again, we're back to Route 1 now. And these continue forward. So there we are. And they're going to attack this unit. Again, I'm trying to save Captain Piazza. So that is 2 times. So they're twice as strong. So let's have another roll. And we get a 6. Again, we've got no terrain movement whatsoever. And Zeds times 2. And what did we get? I can't remember what we rolled. But whatever it is, it's bad. So I think it was a 7 or less, wasn't it? So yeah. All we straight away do is we do a try for a save. They do not save. So once again, that is another unit that is in the cemetery, and this is where we lose. I think it's just going to march in. This pathetic unit. She has to obviously come back. She does get a 2 shift. So they're equal. It's hand-to-hand combat. They're equal to. We get a 2 shift because we're in the Mal district. So we're on human times 2. Let's see how we do. Get a 10 now. So we get a 10 now, so that's 3 hits onto the zombie unit. We don't take any damage, and that's the end of the zombie unit, thankfully. But it's done its job. It's done its job because it's just cut right through us. So Piazza's come back here. We've lost heroic civilians, and we've lost the regular civilian unit. So I don't think we're going to be lasting much longer now, to be honest. It's just breaks you down. I haven't been rolling well enough. So is the I think that's that, and that's only that's only our first activation. Here's our second activation. That moves up 1. So that's fine. That is it for the forest track. I'll just put this on the forest track so I know I've done the forest track. And next up we have the mountain track. Oh, so this moves up. It's a 4 strength unit. Again, this is the problem with your heroes. So as soon as they take a damage, you flip them over. So let's have a look at Mr. Johnson. He's going to use his traps ability. So let's roll a die before we have to do the hand-to-hand combat. Come on, Mr. Johnson. A 5. So he does manage to do his traps, which is the Zeds unit and mob takes 1 hit and Johnson retreats. Okay, so he goes back here. They take a hit. Now Johnson's retreated. Does that mean that these guys keep going? If a Zed's activation results in a combat that it wins, it immediately advances again. Has it won there? He has retreated, but I'm just going to check that. Won't be a second. Phew. They haven't won, so they don't go forward. It's just here in the on what is it, page 17 of the basic rulebook. Point 6. Occasionally player units will withdraw or back up. Move back one space because of an ability such as Mr. Johnson's traps or other circumstance. Withdrawing from a space and backing up work the same as a retreat but are not considered losing. Thank God. So they didn't lose. So they're just here, but it means that we can't really forage. So we're in trouble. But you can shoot from here. So that is the mountain track done. Put that there. Right, what a bad turn this is. Now we're on the highway track. Now this is a really strong unit. These could shove us all the way back quite easily. So they're going to move up to the nuclear plant. We do have a terrain shift, but I don't think that's going to work. So we've got a 12 unit against a 1 strength unit. So I think we can say that is 3 times our strength, if not a little bit more. We get the terrain shift, which will put us on Zeds times 2. So we're on here. Oh, we need a massive roll we need now. An 8 is not good enough, I don't think. No, look at that. You get an 8 and you still get shoved back. It's 2. 2 kills this unit unless we make a save. We do not make a save. So we're losing all our units now. So that's now 4 that are in the cemetery. 3 units have gone in the cemetery straight away. We got an 8, didn't we? We did get an 8. So we're going to put 1 extra hit on there. That shoves the deputy back here. But these guys are just going to follow. So this is 3 times. Because it's 12 against 4. And he doesn't get a terrain shift. So we could be losing our first hero here. So here we go. 3 times at hand to hand. Has he got any? Mind you, he is tough. Let's not forget that. Oh, and he gets +1. He's an Eagle Scout. So it is times 2. And he's allowed 1 reroll. Right. 12, please. Oh, 10. He gets a 10. We're at times 2, I believe. Yep, because he gets that in all hand-to-hand combat. Come on, a 10. Be good. So, because of his Eagle Scout ability, a 10 is... Look at that. At least the Zeds get knocked back, but he takes 2 hits, which will kill him if we don't save. So there are 2 hits on this guy. 1 will flick it over. So it now goes to a 4 strength unit. And we'll put an additional on. We will knock them back to the nuclear plant. But we've got 2 hits ourselves. So we have to roll. So he's got a toughness. So let's see if we can stop these 2 hits. Double 1s. What a load of rubbish. So now he's got a roll to see if he survives. He does survive. But I think he gets back to the town centre. Won't be a second. Yes, he moves back to the town centre, but on his full strength side, fortunately. So he doesn't go back injured. He goes back as full strength. Okay, so that was lucky. But we did knock them back, so they're not coming forward anymore. But matter of time now, isn't it? A matter of time. Right, so we've done the highway track. And now we have got the suburbs track, where we've got more fun, because this unit's coming up. But fortunately, we've got advantage. The sheriff is stronger, so we do have human advantage, and we have a shift. So that goes to human advantage times 2. And he has martial arts as well, so he's allowed a re-roll. And he's tough, obviously. Right. Fortunately, he's not an Eagle Scout. But, can't have everything, can you? Right, so, come on. Oh, get that a bit nearer. I haven't bothered zooming in. Perhaps I should have done, because it might be the last. It might be the last turn. Come on. A 7. He's going to re-roll this 2. Yes, an 11. So he used his martial arts ability, and hopefully we'll have got rid of these boys. So we had, yeah, we're defending, so we get that. He was human advantage anyway, so that's human times 2. And he got an 11, which is 3 hits. So he gets 3 hits on this unit, which still doesn't kill it, I don't think. First hit flicks it over. And then we get another 2 hits. But it does get shoved back. So there we go. He didn't take any hits, thankfully, so that's good. And so he doesn't have to roll on his toughness ability. We do have to move the rest of these guys, so that now becomes a really strong zombie mob. And this guy moves to East Eye Wreck. Okay. Ugh. Appalling. Right, that is it. So pick all these up now. The suburbs track was the last track. Wow, we are in deep doo-doo. So we lost 3 civilian units there, and to be honest, we lost Deputy Schmidt as well, but he managed to make his saving throw, so that is bad. And we haven't even finished, because we've got another event card now. So after activating all Zeds units, this special turn is over. Draw the next event card. Dun, dun, dun. So, whoop. And mine... Oh, he's not there. Thank God for that. I thought Mr. Johnson was in the mine. But there's been a mine explosion. It's alright, he's not there. So, oh, hang on. Phone. Okay, I have returned. Right, let's get back to the mine explosion. So, that was some trap that Mr. Johnson laid. So, I think we do the text before we do the movement here. I hope so, because that means that Z unit's going to get blown up that's on the mine. At the beginning of this phase, check the mine space. Any units there suffer 1 hit and immediately retreat. Fabulous. So, they go to 2 hits and they have to retreat as well. Coolness. Does say any unit, doesn't it? Yeah, any unit. So that includes Z units. No unit can enter that space for the rest of this turn. Place the no entry marker in that space as a reminder. Right, there we go. So no entry to that space. But we'll have, as soon as that no entry goes, we'll have to get Mr. Johnson back there, assuming that we're still in the game. A unit, if forced to retreat into this space, a unit must instead retreat to the next available space. Well, that's alright. It's already retreated. Mr. Johnson is not on the space, so we are okay. Now we've got movement. And we start with the mounting track, but, oh, it's no entry, so it can't go forward. Then we have, what do we have then? Suburbs track. Oh, here we go. Right, so these two guys move down here. That is a strength of 11, which is 2 times the strength of the sheriff. He does have, yep, we do have a terrain shift, so that goes to Zed's advantage. Let's check his card again. He does get his reroll, but he doesn't get that Eagle Scout thing. That's Deputy Schmidt. So it's Zed's advantage, and yeah, damn, Zed's advantage, but he does get a reroll. Well, we'll use this 11 that you got last time. We could do with it again. That's 4 hits. He's been a mite overrun there. He does get a roll to see if he can stop those hits. So he gets four dice. Can he stop all 4? He stops 2, but that's still not good enough, because 2 is all it takes to kill him, I think. It is. So he needs to roll his save. If he rolls his save, he will keep all his health. Oh! The excitement! A 3. No, he's gone. So that is it for the poor old sheriff. He has gone. Remember, we're not on the brains card anymore, so these guys don't go any further. They don't carry on. But that is the end of the sheriff. Dun, dun, dun. Right, so sheriff has gone. And that was the suburbs track. And next we've got the highway track. Well, they just move up. So there we go. Woohoo! Right, that is it, I think, in more ways than one. So yes, that is it for the zombie phase. The Zeds phase. Let's get on with the action phase. Hello again, welcome back to the action. Sorry, and yet another phone call, so that was a long one. So I've eventually got back. Right, so where are we up to? That's it, we're up to the action phase. Right, oh, so let's not panic. Let's have a quick look at the mine. Explosion card. So we get 2 actions, and then we can get rid of that. So we get 2 actions. Much good it'll do us. They go up to there. Let's get rid of that. And oh, while we're getting rid of stuff, let's get rid of the sheriff. Put him over here. The Furies as well. And his leadership token, we don't need that. Right, so pickle time. Right. So actions, what are we going to do? Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to spend one of our event actions, and it's going to be Captain Piazza. So let's zoom in. And here's Captain Piazza, and she's going to use the action to move. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, She's going to go here on the suspension bridge right next to these guys. And she's going to spend yet another action because she is going to shoot. So we're down to 3 ammo, unfortunately. And she is going to shoot. Right, put that there. Come on. Let's be having it. Shooting for 2 spaces away, so it is 4. Strength of 4. A 7. Woohoo! So she gets a 7, and that is, let's have a look at the old gunfire. 4, 7, she gets 2 hits. So 2 hits, and we'll assign 1 hit to these babies. So we can get rid of them. So at least we've took some down with us. And the other hit we got, we shall assign here to that unit. Right, what are we going to do next? So, I think actually she is going to use her player action. Yep, she's going to use the player action. She's going to spend it, and she is going to shoot again at this 9 unit, I think. And a 5. Pants. Absolute pants. So 4, she gets a 5, so that's just a single hit. Oh. So at least we get 2. It's got 2 hits on it now. Right, so that is it for Captain Piazza, and she's hoovered up 3 actions. Oh, and she's also spent another ammo, so we're down to 2. Right, so next up will be the good captain. So I think we can keep it here. Yes, we can do. He's going to use his initiative token. He's going to flick that across, and he's just going to move 2. He's going to move 2 here to interstate 1. I think. Oh no, he's going to move 3. So, can we see that? Not really. Hang on, I'll just move the camera. And here we are. Moved it across. That's a bit better. He's moved to here because that's what we want to do. We're not going to keep him here. We're going to put him here, and he's going to attack. Attack, attack, attack. Now, he's got his Eagle Scout ability, so it should have been ×2 on the strength, but he goes to Zed's advantage, so he gets 2 dice. A 10. What a star. So he gets a 10. Let's have a look at Zed's advantage. So he gets 2 hits on them. He takes 1 hit himself, but we're going for it now. So he gets 2 hits. That will get rid of this 4 unit. The extra 2 hits. So let's get rid of that. These get knocked back to the nuclear plant. What a pity. These go back in the bag. Right, yeah, so there we go. And he did get a hit, but he has got his ability of toughness. A 2. Ah! He takes a hit. So we've got to flick him over. He's now only on 2 strength. This is where it's grim, you see. Your heroes just take 1 hit. So there we are. That's bad. A bit tricky for us there. But he's done a good job. At least he's knocked them back. So, that is it, I think, for the action phase. Yes, because our friend Mr. Johnson, he can't do rock all. We've got absolutely no actions left whatsoever. So, what have we got here? Oh, it's grim. Right, oh. Housekeeping phase, so let's get into the housekeeping phase. And here we are at the housekeeping phase. So those 2 tokens will flip over. Obviously we don't have the leadership token anymore because Sheriff Hunt's in Boot Hill. So, oh, what a turn that was. I was thinking of carrying on, but No, I've done that before. So, and it was a bit of a disaster. It just kept going on and on and on and on. So I'll stop here, but it's not looking too good, is it? Let's be honest. So we will stop it here for turn 9. Yes, what a horrendous turn. We got brains, we got that unit that just came all the way down to the Mal district. It got rid of the Furies, it got rid of a normal civilian unit, and eventually Captain Piazza had to get rid of it. We had movements on all the other tracks, and essentially the deputy got killed as well, but he got away with it. He managed to do a save, but unfortunately Sheriff Hunt didn't, and Sheriff Hunt's gone to Boot Hill with the rest of them. So we lost a shed load of units. We did manage to kill quite a few Z units, but as you can see, it's still pretty bad. So, ugh, what a horrible turn. Oh yeah, and the mine exploded. But that no entry should come off it this turn, I think. Once we start the next turn, hopefully we will be able to get Mr. Johnson up there again, and he will be able to like do a last ditch scrabble for some ammunition, because we are in deep trouble now. It's really bad. So we've got a completely undefended track, apart from, so we'll have to move these guys out, and oh, it's just, we're a hero down, one hero's like wounded. Oh, it's just bad. I don't think we'll be surviving much longer, if I'm honest. So anyway, it was certainly an incident-filled turn. I think we can call it that. So thank you very much for watching turn 9 of Dawn of the Zeds, 3rd edition, this basic game. Thank you so much for all the views, for all the subscriptions, for all the hints and the tips, the tactical advice, and of course for pointing out where I've gone wrong. Again, if I've done anything wrong, please point it out and I will try and fix it. Apologies for all the interruptions. I may have made a mistake with all the interruptions. For some reason, everybody was just ringing me up this morning. So there has been a lot of interruptions. So if I've missed anything out, please let me know. What else? Yeah, I think that is it for turn 9. So I do hope that you join me for turn 10. There might not be many more turns after turn 10, if indeed there is another turn at all after turn 10. But until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.